Hello, and welcome to Verbling. My name is Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be doing an activity called the Never Ending Story. Uh, Basically, this is a creative writing exercise. Students will create, and I will write, but students will create one sentence at a time to continue a fictional story. Uh, Basically, our focus is on creating good sentences, sentence structure, grammatically sound sentences, and of course, trying to keep some continuity in the story. Um, okay, we're going to start off by reading a little bit so we have a little bit of context of where the story is. Where the story is right now, eh, nowhere really. Basically, you guys can do what you want. Be as creative and strange and crazy as you want. I really don't care. That's not. The story doesn't even have to make sense. I could care less. Again, the focus is really on writing sound sentences and keeping the continuity. Okay, let me welcome Amore. Hello. How are you today, Amore?
Hey teacher, I'm fine. Thank you for asking you.
I'm doing good. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay.
That's great.
Uh, okay. And also, hello to Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you. And okay, we've just been joined by another student. Welcome to the class, Dimas.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm doing okay. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Super. Plenty of room in the class. If any of the viewers out there want to join us, and it really doesn't matter when you join the class, it's not really important. But come on in anytime. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share. Of course, I've been doing this class for, I don't know, months now. So we're not going to review everything in this crazy story, just the last, well, there's 3 of you, so let's just say the last 3 paragraphs or so to get an idea. And again, frankly, the story is kind of in a blah, nowhere place. You guys can do whatever you want, but let's just do a little review here of the last little bit of what students have done in the past 1 or 2 classes. Okay, Amore, just to give you a very, very basic, real background way far before, this last part only deals with really 2 characters, one named Gaia, I guess, and one named Charles. They have some kind of a romantic, turbulent relationship. That's the basis. Although it's all crazy because Charles is married to somebody else, but hey, you know, that's life. It's complicated. All right, Amore, can you do me a favor and read this paragraph for me?
Of course.
The sun.
Yes. The sun was shining and the wind was blowing when Gaia knocked on the door, imagining that she would find Charles. Instead of her expectation to find Charles, she found a big noisy party in the house. She cried out loudly, "Charles! Where are you?" There was no response to her call, since Charles was busy in the other room in the pool. Then she wailed louder, "Charles, where are you?" And her voice was so loud that the whole world shook. Gaia's efforts were inefficient because of the loudest stereo system in the world, which was overseen by a DJ. Charles was looking out through the slit of the door at her scared face, and he thought, "If I stay here, she will come here sooner or later if I go out." Continue.
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Yeah, one more. Well, half a
Okay.
sentence.
She might kill me. So he stood there motionless in the situation, stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. At this moment, a
Okay.
heavy sigh.
Well, hang on. We got
Okay.
a new paragraph, so we'll have somebody else take over. Um, okay. One very small thing. Always be careful of this word wind when it's a noun. The wind. It is wind. When it's a verb, it's wind. So you wind up a string. Or when it's an adjective, a winding road. Or actually a windy day. Actually, when it's an adjective, it can be either the short or the long I. Okay, but anyway, that's the wind, as in the breeze.
The wind. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Heidi, can you take over?
At this moment, a heavy silence befell the house, and a magic flying carpet came in through the window, giving him the perfect opportunity to escape unharmed. It was no wonder that he had these kind of crazy thoughts in his head. It was only the influence of alcohol, and Charles was completely drunk.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think this last one, yeah, will set us up to start writing our own sentences. Demas, can you read the last paragraph here?
The next day, Charles went to see Gaia because he thought that she needed a good explanation about his bad behavior. Charles felt really bad and worried, but he knew that he needed to get together with Gaia. Gaia felt really disappointed and said she wanted to go away and not think about Charles. She wanted to start a new life. She really wanted to know new people and spend real and good times with them and to not think anymore of Charles, who only wanted to drink and dance with different women. He didn't mind that Gaia felt that way about him. Charles understood that he was a selfish person and he had to learn that he needed to change his attitude to become a happy person with Gaia, who has an excellent woman for him.
Who was an excellent woman for him. Okay. Demas, your pronunciation is all perfect and great, but I would advise you one little critique, one small critique. We have punctuation for a reason, so give it a little pause in between sentences or wherever you have a comma. It is appropriate to have a little pause in your speaking. Okay?
I see.
So information comes in separate chunks. Okay. But other than that, okay, terrific. So there we are. Okay, there's our background. Not a whole, as I mentioned previously, really kind of blah. There's not a lot going on. All right, so this man Charles and woman Gaia have, all right, whatever, romantic problems. Charles is selfish and likes to party, and okay. You know what? I don't care what you guys do with this story. What I would like to see is some kind of action.
I have
Yeah. Sure, Heidi. Yes. Sorry.
a little before.
Sure.
He didn't mind that Gaia felt that way about him. What that way?
That way. Okay, a reference.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess that she wanted to not think any more of Charles, who only wanted to drink and dance with different women. I guess that way. She wanted to not think about Charles.
Mhm.
So I guess he doesn't mind that she wants to not think about him. Whatever. Okay.
Mhm.
It's kind of strange. I'll grant you that. All right. So there's nothing going on here, really. So you guys can do whatever you want here. Go crazy, really. Okay. Amore, you were first in the class, so you get the first crack at it. Maybe we can maybe I can hit the old tab key and start a new paragraph.
Okay. After Gaia saw this situation, she lost her good manners.
Okay. Oops. Lost her good manners. Okay. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now, one very small problem with this sentence. You have after here as a subordinator, a subordinating conjunction to start a sentence. So you're creating a dependent clause, and then you're introducing another subject and verb. So when we have she lost her good manners is a complete idea. It's an independent clause. It's a simple sentence, however you want to look at it. So when we have a dependent clause first and an independent clause second, we need to separate them with a comma. But other than that, perfectly acceptable sentence. Of course, if we reverse it, if we have the independent clause first and then the dependent clause, then we do not need a comma in English.
The subject is the same person, so after solving the situation, Gaia lost her good manners. It's much easier to understand.
Well, as we say in English, an idiom, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So sure, that's another possibility. But this is perfectly acceptable as well. Either way, doesn't really matter that much. It is common to actually use in the first sentence the actual, subject, and then use a pronoun in the second, not sentence, I'm sorry, but in the first clause, use the actual pronoun, the actual subject noun, and then use a pronoun. So I don't really have too much of a problem with this. It's okay. Let me quickly welcome Keiko to the class. Hello, Keiko. How are you?
Hey, teacher.
Hello.
I'm very well, thank you.
Great. Good
Nice
to see you again.
you.
Good to see you again as well. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, Keiko, we'll bring it around to you. You know the game. You've played. You've done this before, so don't really have to explain. Heidi, your next sentence.
Charles was looking at her, and then he wondered, what is her good manner? You never seen her good manner.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll just write it and then we'll talk about it. What is her?
What her good manner?
Was. Okay. And was there more?
Yeah, because he'd never seen her doing good behavior.
So he had. Let me write full form. Because he had never seen. All right. A little past perfect action there. Okay. Now, a couple things to talk about here in regards to English. Okay. Charles was looking at her. All right. Past continuous. Then he wondered, well, okay. me think about this, man. Okay, you have a continuous verb, past continuous. All right. Then you've got an interrupting action. All right. So I don't know if then is the appropriate connective because he was in the middle of looking at her and then he suddenly wondered.
Then, for example, while Charles was looking at her, he wondered.
There you go. So very good. Excellent. Exactly the point I want to make. You can say while the continuous action was happening, bam, something happened. Or the other way to do it, the continuous actioning was happened when bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way. Either way, those are the most common ways to talk about a continuous action. And either way is okay. Again, while continuous, something happened, or continuous when something happened. All right. Very good. Okay, Charles was looking at her when he wondered what was her good manner. Now, I have to tell you, I have to be completely honest with you guys, even I get confused with manner and manners, because they're two different things, manner and manners. So I have to clarify with everyone, what do we mean here, to make sure, because I don't know what we mean here. Because manner is like a way to do something, how you do something. Okay, he looked at her in a strange manner. For example, her manner of doing something was different from everyone else. So that is completely different from the concept of manners, which means basically polite behavior.
The manners, because of formal sentence.
Yeah.
Manners.
Right. She lost her good manners. She's kind of weird. Okay. When he wondered what was her good manners, manners. All right. What was her good manners? Manners. 3 manners. No, it's uncountable. Okay. This is challenging for me to actually construct this sentence, really. When he wondered, and also, here's another thing. Sometimes, now this is very unusual. This is a very interesting sentence. You spend the whole class just looking at this sentence. Okay, obviously you know that you should use quotes, or you probably know, I'm sure, that when you use verbs like he asked, he questioned, he screamed, he said, he told her, whatever. Obviously you're going to use quotes. Often, when we put forth the idea, we want to express the idea of internal dialogue. You guys know what that is? Internal dialogue. Basically, we all do this. We talk to ourselves. Okay, and this is called internal dialogue. When you're taking a shower and you're thinking, okay, now what do I have to do today? First, I have to stop by and pick up my mail. I have to make sure that I go get something for lunch. Okay, you're talking to yourself in the shower. That's internal dialogue. Keyword being dialogue. So we use quotes for, obviously, external dialogue when we want to quote what somebody's saying. And actually, we do the same thing. So, okay, so Heidi, when he wondered, quote. Okay, so this is a normal thing to do. Do I need a comma here? Yes, I think so. Okay. And then because it's in quotes, that gives us a lot of leeway. When you put something in quotes, you can, because it's what somebody's actually saying, or actually it's dialogue, they can say anything they want. All right, so now let's look at it from this angle. Okay, what was her good manners? What was? Ah, okay, all right, okay, I got it. Now I know this is strange. Where are her good manners? Now this is very odd, I know. You think of good manners as a thing, not a where. This is very peculiar in English, I have to tell you guys. Difficult for me. Okay, where are your manners? This is very common in English. A mother or a grandmother telling the child or grandchild, "Where are your good manners?" You need to have good manners. You need to we even say you need to find your good manners like it's a place. I know this is odd, but we treat this particular concept in this way. So this to me makes actually more sense. Where are her good manners? Oh, do I need a capital? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Where are her good manners? Because he had never seen her good manners. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think this will do it. Yes, that's it. All right. Now I know that's a little bit of a strange thing, but okay. There's a lot to be learned here. The very strange way we deal with manners, polite behavior, the concept of internal dialogue and putting that on paper. Okay, a lot going on there. Interesting, very interesting educational sentence there. Thank you, Heidi. All right. Okay. Heidi, you okay with this? Does this express the idea that you want to express?
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Thank you. All right, Demas. Batter up, Demas. Your turn.
So while Charles was looking at her, Gaia noticed that Charles was looking at her. Then Gaia felt disgusted because she completely lost her feeling toward him.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right, let's take a look. So, did I get it all? Okay. So while Charles was looking at her, again, the same thing we discussed here, using when and while to show a continuous action. Okay, and then the simple past. So while Charles was looking at her, okay, now we don't need then, because you have your while subordinator. Actually, you've used the phrasal subordinator, and that's okay. That's all right. This whole thing, so while you're expressing two things as a result and a continuous action.
So how about this? So while Charles was looking at her,
there you go.
Gaia noticed it and felt disgusted because she completely lost her feeling towards him. Noticed.
Okay. Noticed what? It looking. Okay.
And felt disgusted.
Oh yeah, and right. Okay. Gaia noticed it and felt disgusted. All right. All right. I'm with you. I'm with you so far because she completely lost her feeling toward him. Now, Demas. Okay, before she actually feels disgusted, okay, it's logical that the losing of her feeling happens before she's disgusted. Do you follow my logic?
So what I mean is, because she doesn't have feeling anymore toward
Yeah.
Charles.
No, I don't have any problem with your content.
Yeah.
Here's what I would suggest. Using a
Yeah.
past perfect verb to
Yeah.
show this action actually came before this action.
That makes sense. Thank you.
All right. There we go. All right. You guys are providing me with some very interesting learning points today. Good job. Okay. Great. Okay, so there we are. Kiko, I know I can always count on you to crazy it up a little.
As he didn't realize her feelings, he felt afraid of her.
Okay.
Of her killing him.
You're always so violent, Kiko. Killing him. Oh my God.
And then he jumped up through the hut's roof.
Where is he? Is he in a hut? I don't really know where they are. Okay.
To their house's roof. And the road and could the road.
And what?
And could ride. Ride on the back of an enormous golden flying horse that was passing, that was cleaving the air.
Cleaving the air? Okay.
That was cleaving the air with its wings.
Okay. Nico, you need to be careful of creating enormous sentences with multiple phrases, prepositional phrases, gerund phrases, adjective phrases. Calm down a little bit. Okay, all right. Well, let's see. All right, well, we got some action here, that's for sure. All right, let's take a look. As he didn't, okay, here we're using as a subordinator. By itself, yes, we can do this. Yes, this definitely happens in English. Okay, all right. As he didn't realize her feelings, however, Kiko, comma, right? Yes. Dependent clause first. With the subordinator, got to have that comma. He felt afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of her killing him.
Comma.
Okay. All right. And then he jumped up. He jumped up through the house's. Okay, possessive. I did that for you. House's roof. Okay. Now here, if it were me, I would have ended this sentence because then you add all this other stuff. It's a little too much. Okay, but now I'm good up to here. Now wait a minute. And could ride. This is a little weird.
And rode.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think we need could ride. Could.
Or then.
Okay.
He jumped up through the horse's roof on the back. Okay, teacher.
Okay, how about on to?
Onto the back.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Onto the back of an enormous golden flying horse. All right, our adjectives are in the correct order here. Enormous golden flying horse. That's right. It was cleaving the air. Very, very good. All right, with its wings. All right, we've got another dependent clause. This is a okay. Using that. Sure. All right, that's okay. A relative clause here. A relative clause / dependent clause at the end. Okay. Very good. All right. Okay. I guess we're good. All right. Now we've got something to talk about now. All right. We're good. Amore.
Let me think, teacher. Then he jumped up through the house's roof onto the back of an enormous golden flying horse that was cleaving the air with it.
Let me also advise you guys, both you, Amore, and Keiko. Be careful. Pronunciation, enormous. No. Please reduce the stress of the last syllable. Enormous. It's a very fast, unstressed syllable. Enormous.
Okay.
And same thing. Mountainous. Anytime you see this OUS ending, courageous, it's a very fast S. It's an unstressed syllable. Okay. But anyway.
Yes. I have a question, teacher. What does cleaving mean? Cleaving.
Okay. Do you know what a cleaver is, Amore?
No idea.
Okay, it's that big knife that a butcher uses to like cut through bone. It's almost like a small axe. It's a big, thick knife. It's fat because it's got to be heavy because you chop through bones. So if you cleave through something, you cut through something very fast and forcefully. That's the idea.
Oh.
Okay. A cleaver is a big old knife. You do not want to get hit in the head with a cleaver, Amore. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
That would be it for you. Okay, hang on, Amore. Heidi, do you
I have a question.
Yeah.
He rode on the horseback. The horse was craving or stopped on the roof, which I can't understand.
Jumped up. Okay, wait a minute. He jumped up through the house's roof onto the back of an enormous golden flying horse that was cleaving the air with its wings.
Yeah. When he rode on the back, the horse was craving the air.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think it's very difficult to jump through the roof of your house.
Craving the horse, how he could catch that? Maybe the horse was
I don't know.
on the roof. It's much.
Well, he's magical. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, actually, this expression "cleaving the air," cleaving through the air. This is actually a fairly.
But maybe it's about the capacity of the horse.
Standard. Yeah, well, it's a flying horse, so the picture in my mind is he jumps up through the roof, and the horse basically flies underneath him, and he lands on the back of the horse, and they keep going. That's it. I'm actually, I get the picture is fairly clear to me. It's a crazy picture, but it's fairly clear.
How can you ride on the arrow, flying arrow?
I don't know. Have you never heard of Pegasus?
Can you catch? Even though you can't catch the arrow.
That's not it.
How to ride?
Pegasus.
That's it. Pegasus. Do you know about Pegasus, Heidi?
Yes, I know, but it's creating, acting, how he can ride on. So I guess it's capacity. Then it's enough flying horse.
Cleaving the air would mean flying.
Yeah.
So that's it.
The explaining the capacity of the horse. That could crave the air with its wings.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with this. This last phrase, cleaving the air with its wings. I've read this. I've heard this. This is actually fairly poetic. Definitely poetic, but definitely Keiko didn't make this up entirely. He must have heard this before, because I've heard it before, to express the idea of something that's flying very fast and forcefully. So how he managed to jump onto his back, I don't know, but hey, I can't jump through my house's roof either, so no, I think it's okay, honestly. It's okay. Let's just continue. Amore?
Okay. Yes. The horse lost the path or the way while he was flying, and crashed against a bus in the street. And lots of lots of people are suffering into the bus, and some others are shouting.
Wait a minute. You got all 700 ideas there. Slow down a little.
Sorry.
Okay. Now, you guys can help each other out, and you can express to each other where your thinking is going, but, okay. Try to... Again. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, hold on. All right, don't get too far ahead of the story. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. Plus, I can't even keep up with you. I'm not that good a typer. Okay. The horse lost its... What? Bearing?
The way, how can I say, the path?
Here's a good way to say it. Your bearing... if you lose your bearing, you don't know where you are, you don't know what direction
Yes.
that you're heading. Okay.
And the crash against the bus?
Okay.
Crash against the bus, yes. And lots of people are suffering into the bus, and some others are shouting, screaming. I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. Slow down. And lots of people in the bus?
In the bus are suffering into the bus. Okay, no, suffering, and some others are shouting.
Okay. Let's take a look here. All right, the horse lost its bearing. Okay, didn't know where it's going. Okay. That's possible. Maybe it lost its, I don't know, lost its balance. Will the flying horse lose its balance? I don't know. Lost its bearing, lost its balance. Okay, all right, well, we'll go with bearing. Lost its bearing and crashed against a bus. All right, there's a complete sentence. So, then you use the connective and. Okay, this is a coordinating conjunction to coordinate two independent clauses. So basically, you're joining two sentences together. Independent clause
Okay.
is a simple sentence. And I say that because you have another subject, noun, and verb coming up. So when you do that, it's okay to do that, but you need to have a comma and then your coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions and, for, yet, or, nor, so. Okay, simple one word. These are called coordinating conjunctions. Fanboys is the acronym we use to remember them. Okay, all right. So that's okay. I'm just explaining that you need a comma here to connect these. And lots of people in the bus, I got a problem with this. All right, are suffering. Well,
We're suffering.
Are suffering.
I don't. Okay, I have
Um,
two problems. Number one, somebody said it. Our whole story, we're telling a story, past tense. This has all happened before. So were suffering would have to be in the past tense. So not were suffering or not are suffering and are shouting. Okay, it's a story in the past, so would it have to be were. Okay. Okay, and some others were shouting. Okay. All right, we can leave suffering, but just to be clear, in English, suffering, of course, is an action. Okay, you have continuous tense here, and that's fine. We're suffering to show an action that takes place over time. It has duration, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a. Okay, lots of people in the bus. I don't know. I might say we're injured.
uh, about the accident, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, usually you use suffering. You know, so he's suffering. He's been suffering for 6 months from an injury like that. It's to talk about pain or hardship. It doesn't have to be physical pain. It can be mental or emotional pain as well. But in any case, it usually means we use the actual word to suffer. Actually means pain over an extended period of time. And this is like a boom, bang, crashed into the bus, and people start shouting. So personally, I wouldn't use suffering here. Maybe instead
We
something like
suffered.
not suffered. That
Injured.
means something different. I suffer you to speak. I allow you to speak. Totally different meaning. So you got to be careful with that. How about we're injured? There, bang into the bus. They're injured.
Severely injured. It will be.
Severely. You want severely injured?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're gonna do that severely. How do you spell severely? Not like that. Hang on. I forgot how to spell this word.
SESERE.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, we're severely injured, and some others were shouting. I don't know if you need others here either. Okay. Lots of people. I don't know if you have to differentiate. The ones that were injured were not shouting. That seems strange to me. So the people shouting were the ones not injured. That's what this means. Some others were shouting. So I would get rid of others. If I were injured, I would shout. It's just not logical. Okay? Because if I say some others,
Okay.
I say some were injured, and others that were not injured is implied were shouting. So it makes more sense
Okay.
just to say some people were injured, some people were shouting. Okay. There we go. Okay. Heidi. We've got all kinds of crazy action going on now. All right. Now what?
The horse hit its head.
Okay. The horse hit its head.
Its
Its head.
heavily,
What? Heavily?
heavily.
Sure. Okay.
As the horse, as at first, as the horse hit its head heavily.
As? Okay. Sorry. Didn't hear that. All right. Sure. All right. Obviously, comma there.
Died.
What?
Died. Okay. Fell down on the street and died.
Okay, but all right, hang on. Okay, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have a couple options here. You can get rid of as the horse hit its head heavily, fell down on the fell down on the street and died. But you have to get rid of as to make that just one simple sentence with 3 verbs. We could do that, and that's fine. Just get rid of as, and you have a perfect simple sentence, SVVV. Or if you would like to have 2 clauses, as the horse hit its head heavily, you need to add another pronoun. It fell down on the street and died. Again, got to have another. You have to have. You can't just have a dependent clause without an independent clause. You got to have an independent clause. So either way, the meaning does not change. You can add it, or you can subtract as and have a perfectly correct sentence. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll just, I've already done it, so it's easiest just to leave it like that. Okay. Okay, dead horse. Screaming people. Great, Demas.
Apparently, Gaia
What, apparently?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Gaia,
Apparently.
Gaia telepathically and telekinetically control the enormous golden flying horse.
All right. Telepathically and telekinetically. You're challenging my spelling abilities here. Telekinetically. Okay. Making it a challenge. Okay. Controlled.
Control the enormous golden flying horse.
Okay, we need the, Demas.
Yes, the.
Okay. The enormous golden flying horse.
To hit itself to the bus.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
Was killer.
It was a cold-blooded killer is your next idea. Okay, well, we got a period, so one sentence at a time. All right. Okay, I have to tell you, I love the content. Good job using an adverb to connect these ideas. Really, really, that's good. Very useful. This is what we do in English to continue continuity of the idea. Great. I like that a lot. All right. Apparently, Gaia telepathically. And again with the this happened before, right? Okay. So this idea had happened before they crashed into the street and screaming and dead horse and all that. So again, I would urge you to use the past perfect. Apparently, before now, okay, before the action, Gaia had telepathically and telekinetically controlled. Okay, you understand that? The enormous golden flying force. Okay.
Good word.
Now, all right. To controlled it to control to. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Control, and then to hit control to. All right, I guess that's okay. To hit itself. To hit itself. Well, it doesn't hit itself with the, not to the bus. It's difficult to use reflexive pronouns in this way. And frankly, Demas, it's not really necessary. Really? If we just get rid of itself, hit the bus.
I see.
That's a lot less complicated, straightforward, and easily understood. All right. Be careful about using those reflexive pronouns. They're a pain in the neck, quite honestly. My general rule of thumb when I try to use reflexive pronouns, I only use a reflexive. There are other occasions, special conditions where you can use reflexive pronouns. That is, itself, myself, yourself, hisself. My general rule of thumb, although rule of thumb, that's an idiom, my general rule is I will only use a reflexive pronoun if I use the same pronoun or the related pronoun as a subject noun. I almost never use itself, really. Okay, anyway. Keiko, here you go. You've created this mess. More or less.
New paragraph feature.
New paragraph, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quotation mark, please. Where is my beloved Charles? Please close quotation mark, comma, swore.
Swore?
Gaia, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I forgot the question mark. Where is my Charles? Got a complete sentence.
Then we don't need use comma. Okay.
That's exactly correct. You're exactly correct.
Thank you.
Right. Perfect. You have a complete sentence inside the quotation marks. Right. You don't need the comma. Very good. Where's my beloved Charles? I wish she'd make up her mind. She hates him. She loves him. She hates him. She loves him. Beginning to think Guy is somewhat schizophrenic and maybe possibly has bipolar disorder.
She is totally bipolar.
Okay. Keeping it simple there, and I appreciate that. Okay. One note on pronunciation. This is obviously an adjective. We pronounce this beloved. All right. Okay, quick pronunciation advice. We have very strict rules for ed endings of verbs, of regular verbs, obviously not irregular verbs. But for example, love, loved, because V is a voiced sound, where we just follow it immediately with the D sound. We do not, there's no vowel sound involved in verbs. But when we have adjectives, you may have to pronounce that id sound, which normally in verbs we would only do in a D or T. Waited, decided. We would only do that for verbs that end with D or T. Okay, another rule of thumb, which I follow. Adjectives often follow the same rules for past tense verb pronunciation. However, there's a number of adjectives with ed, obviously, in English. If the root word is not really a verb, like beloved. To beloved, that's not really a word. So if the root word is not a verb, does not have a verb form, pretty much you're always going to pronounce the extra syllable. So this is beloved, my beloved Charles. There's a bunch of, like, let's see, two-legged. We don't say a two-legged animal. Two-legged. Sorry. We don't say a two-legged animal. We say a two-legged animal, because there is no verb two-leg. Okay. There's a lot of such cases. So be aware of that. Doesn't always work. It always works with verbs. The pronunciation rules do not always work with adjectives, however. Okay. Amore, we've got like 4 minutes. You think you can squeeze one more sentence in here?
Yes, of course. Suddenly, comma, Gaia heard her dog barking close to her and
What?
gets up. Point.
Mm.
She was apparently scared because all those things was just a dream.
What? Okay. Heard her dog barking next to her. Okay. And woke up. Oops.
And woke up.
Okay. Point, but in the English, of course, we call that a period. Okay.
A period, okay. She was apparently scared because all those things was just a dream.
Okay, I got your idea here. Okay. I don't know what that's going to do next class. All right. What does that do to our story for the next class? This is a problem. Okay.
The next class probably will be start with a real life. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Just to you keep to our one sentence rule. How did we say this? She was apparently scared?
Because all those things was just a dream.
All those things, everything, about everything.
Everything
Short.
was just a dream.
I'm gonna add I'm gonna take liberties and add an exclamation point. Okay, just to keep to our one sentence rule, I've combined your two sentences. Now, here's a nifty trick to combine two sentences that have two independent clauses, two sentences that have very related, that are very related to each other. Ding! You can do that. You can combine two independent clauses I mentioned earlier by using a coordinating conjunction, a comma, and a coordinating conjunction. Or here's a second way: you can, when that doesn't really work, or you want to make it a little bit more dramatic, you can add a semicolon. So this would be a correct sentence. Okay, and there we go. Dun dun dun. All right. To be continued. I don't know how we're going to continue it, but there you go. To be continued. Probably not next week. Next week, I have to take the weekend off because I'm buying some a new computer, and I got to get it all set up. So maybe 2 weeks from now we'll continue the story. But thank you, everyone.
Okay, teacher. Thanks so much.
See you again.
See you. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.